The first 18 years I spent on this earth, I felt like a side character in my own life. I'm gonna walk you guys through my journey of how I went from a shy kid, born in London, raised in a Nigerian household, to now being a 20-year-old college student who's worked 3 corporate internships at Fortune 500 companies, and who's made $5,000 from content creation in my first year of uploading videos. I was born on July 6, 2005 in a town called Norbury inside London, and I lived here from birth to around 7 years old before ultimately moving to the US. What I found was a common theme all throughout grade school for me was that I felt different. I didn't really feel cool enough to talk with, the other guys in my grade, or even talk to girls for that matter. I just felt that there was something different about me not being from the US traditionally. And even though some may argue that, I'm pretty much American because I spent most of my life here at this point, you gotta understand, as a kid, I was still mostly British. I had a British accent.
We're the Zuzu brothers.
I wasn't embracing my uniqueness. And I grew up to be a pretty smart kid. I got all A's throughout high school, but my self-esteem was very, very low looking back. I was putting people on pedestals that I felt were cooler than me. And I wouldn't say I had the greatest time in middle school or high school. When I'd be in rooms, I felt like my presence wasn't really being acknowledged. Whenever I spoke, people weren't really listening. And this all came from a deep down insecurity of being authentic and being true to myself. And I will say my parents played a pivotal role in the next transition of my life, which was going to college. I got accepted into Georgia Tech. Now knowing that going to Georgia Tech was the best decision I could have made in my life. I look back at so many fun experiences. I've done modeling shows. I've held 3 leadership positions. I've spoken in front of people almost 100 times. I've gotten to establish such a great network, find other ambitious young individuals that are also similar to me. We have similar interests. And what I can confidently say now, my environment was the key determinant of the course of my life. My environment in elementary school and middle school and high school was being reminded that I was different for being a smart kid, or being from outside the US, or for dressing a bit different, or for talking different. I was constantly reminded that I was different. But when I got to college, when I got to go to school with people from across the world, people embrace being different. Now I want people to view me as different because I am different, and you are different, and we're all different. Being in an environment of people that encourage you to be different versus those that look down on you for being different, that's gonna be a key determinant of how fulfilled one will be in their own life. And that's what I've seen in my own life. And you'll see 3 consistent themes throughout all my content. It's gonna be career, confidence, and life. As far as career, this is talking about internships, networking, career fairs, coffee chats, applying to jobs. As far as confidence, it's going to be talking about how to design your environment, how to get around ambitious people, how to create the best possible circumstances for you to succeed at whatever you want to do. And in my life, just talking about, building a strong mindset in a world that's built to tear you down, and how to stay positive even when all the odds are stacked against you. And if there's one thing you take away from this video, I want you guys to know that confidence is built. Like, no one is born with confidence. It's something you build over time. Anybody, regardless of where you're from, your race, the color of your skin, your background, your parents, regardless of all that, I know circumstances can be tough, but anyone with the right resources and the right environment to win in life can and will win. I still have a lot to learn about this journey of my life, but boy, am I thankful to God for the growth that I've had in the past few years of my life. If anything from this journey resonated with you, feel free to follow my page. Let's grow together.